Have you ever wondered what happened to Amelia Earhart? How could a skilled pilot like her vanish into thin air? And perhaps the most haunting question of all, why has her disappearance remained unsolved for decades? These questions have puzzled researchers and historians for years. But let's rewind the clock and explore the events leading up to Earhart's fateful flight. What happened to this aviation pioneer? Welcome to our channel today. We will open history pages to clarify the pilot Amelia Earhart's mysterious disappearance. But before moving forward, make sure to hit the like button if you enjoyed this video, subscribe, and click the bell so you won't miss our next videos. Trust me, you'll want to see what's coming. Amelia Earhart is a legendary aviator who has been the subject of countless works of fiction, including films, books, and stage productions. A pioneering female aviator, Earhart came to recognition after being born in Kansas in 1897. Even her own family dissuaded her from pursuing flight training because of the many challenges she would face as a woman pilot during that time. Growing up in Atchison, Kansas, and settling in Des Moines, Iowa, Amelia Earhart's thirst for adventure burgeoned from her early years. Beginning in her 20s, she began to gain experience in flying steadily. With the help of pilot Wilmer Stultz, Amelia Earhart made history in 1928 by being the first female passenger to fly across the Atlantic Ocean in an airplane. As a result of this accomplishment, she became a famous figure. In 1932, Amelia Earhart became the first woman to make a solo transatlantic trip by flying a Lockheed Vega 5B. She completed the flight without making any stops along the way. She was awarded the Distinguished Flying Cross of the United States of America for her achievements in this field. In 1935, Amelia Earhart joined the visiting faculty at Purdue University, where she served as a career counselor to female students and an advisor to the Department of Aeronautical Engineering. Additionally, she was a National Woman's Party member and an early advocate for the Equal Rights Amendment before it was passed. Earhart's legacy is frequently compared to the early aeronautical career of pioneer aviator Charles Lindbergh, as well as to figures such as First Lady Eleanor Roosevelt, for their close friendship and lasting impact on the issue of women's causes from that period. At the same time, Earhart is known as one of the most inspirational American figures in aviation from the late 1920s through the 1930s. Regardless, she overcame those obstacles and became the first female aviator to solo cross the Atlantic Ocean, among her many aviation records. In July 1937, the world was captivated by the daring attempt of Amelia Earhart to circumnavigate the globe. But her path took a surprising diversion when she vanished into thin air above the Pacific Ocean. Her abduction remains a mystery that captivates people even in this internet age, decades after she went missing. More than 1.9 million people have looked for Amelia Earhart disappearance, proving that people are still very interested in what happened to her. At the moment when the sun was painting the sky with shades of gold and amber on that tragic day of June 1, 1937, Amelia Earhart stood on the brink of embarking on her most daring adventure to date. They went on a journey that would take them worldwide, and Fred Noonan was there to guide them from the beginning. They took off from Oakland, California in their dependable Lockheed Electra, which had 2 engines, and they flew into the expanse of the sky, leaving behind a path of adoration and awe. However, their names would soon be murmured in hushed tones of reverence and inquiry, and they had no idea this would happen. What mysteries lay hidden within the clouds that day? What secrets did the vast expanse of the ocean keep close to its heart as Earhart and Noonan charted their course toward destiny? Their adventure unfolded like the pages of an old book with each passing day, revealing incredible tales of bravery and grit. They had traveled 22,000 kilometers, and the only thing that guided them was the horizon. Eventually, they arrived at the coasts of Leh, located in New Guinea. However, their journey needed to be completed. There were still 7,000 miles to travel, and they were urged to continue toward their ultimate objective. What challenges lurked in the shadows of their path? What unseen forces conspired to rewrite the script of their adventure? They went on the next phase of their voyage, leaving Leh behind, with their sights set on Howland Island, a teeny-tiny refuge in the middle of the immense expanse of the Pacific Ocean. On the other hand, as soon as they broke through the cloud cover, their expectations were smashed by the harsh hands of fate. There were clouds in the sky that made it difficult for them to see, problems with the radio signals, and the frightening specter of low fuel threw a shadow over their hearts. What whispered secrets did the winds carry as they swept across the ocean's embrace? What final message did Earhart and Noonan leave behind as they vanished into the ether? Despite the Herculean efforts to solve the mystery that had consumed them, the ocean remained mute and refused to reveal its secrets. In the history of the United States, the most exhaustive search conducted by air and water yielded no results, leaving behind only echoes of unanswered questions. And on that gloomy day, January 5, 1939, Amelia Earhart was officially proclaimed lost to the world. Her memory will be forever entwined with the secrets of the deep. What truths lie buried beneath the waves, waiting to be unearthed by intrepid explorers? What whispered tales do the stars share as they gaze down upon the endless expanse of the ocean? In the annals of history, the disappearance of Amelia Earhart continues to be a compelling mystery. It is a puzzle with missing pieces that continue to evade even the most experienced detectives. Theories abound, each more intriguing than the one that came before it, and they range from secret missions to islands concealed from view. Amelia Earhart's tenacious spirit and legacy continue to soar, inspiring generations to reach for the stars and achieve their dreams, regardless of how elusive they may appear. Nevertheless, despite the murmurs of intrigue and speculation, one reality remains unshakable through all these rumors and speculations. Decades after her death, both the National Aviation Hall of Fame and the National Women's Hall of Fame honored Amelia Earhart in their respective halls of fame in 1968 and 1973. Several memorials have now been named in her honor throughout the United States. These memorials include a commemorative airmail stamp for the United States, an urban park, an airport, a residence hall, a museum, a research foundation, a bridge, a cargo ship, an earth-filled dam, and more. In addition, she is the name of a minor planet, a planetary corona, and a lunar crater just recently discovered. According to Flying's ranking of the 51 heroes of aviation, she holds the 9th spot. The home where Earhart was born is now the Amelia Earhart Birthplace Museum and is maintained by the 99s, an international group of female pilots of whom Earhart was the first elected president. No trace of Earhart, Noonan, or their aircraft was ever found despite extensive search efforts. Theories abound, ranging from crash landing on a remote island to capture by hostile forces. But here's where it gets interesting. Some believe Earhart survived the crash and lived her days under an assumed identity. Others suggest she was on a secret mission for the U.S. government. So, what do you think happened to Amelia Earhart? And why does her story continue to captivate us decades later? Before we wrap up, remember to hit that like button and subscribe for more intriguing mysteries and historical insights. Until next time, keep exploring the mysteries of the world.